So they just found George Zimmerman not guilty of murdering Trayvon Martin, and I literally feel sick to my stomach. Like I not, I can't even say. I'm kind of stopping myself from crying because a part of me, like I feel the tears and everything, but they just not coming out, and I really feel sick to my stomach. I really do because it's been like a whole year. You know, Trayvon's been dead for a whole year and some months now, and people have really been hoping that he would get justice. For me, it just takes me back to the reason why I just feel so sick to my stomach because it really takes me back to all the cases and the it takes me back to all the cases to early 1900s, like the 1930s, 40s, 50s, and so on and so forth, where so many black men were accused of doing whatever, doing silly shit that maybe they would have done, maybe they did do, or but just thinking about the men who were actually innocent and who were lynched from trees, who were beaten to death, who were castrated, electrocuted, just all kinds of atrocities committed against them for things that they didn't do. And never one of those, none of the people who did that to those white people who did those atrocities to them, none of them were ever convicted of crime. They were never even brought to court. This shit was just thrown out. Like, even the sheriffs and the police officers were even taking a part in those atrocities. So that's where my mind is going right now with this case. I mean, well, with this verdict. And just to really think about the trial itself, because the trial wasn't whether or not we wanted to find him guilty of murdering Trayvon Martin, because that's clear. It's confirmed that he did indeed kill Trayvon Martin. I'm guessing that the whole trial was just to see whether or not that was punishable. And we just found out today that it just wasn't. It wasn't punishable by any means necessary. They said, okay, he killed this boy, but that's it. And that doesn't make any sense to me, because whenever you kill somebody, I want to say it was self-defense, but Trayvon was shot in the back. So he had to be in some type of position where Zimmerman could have ran away, or he could have walked away, or he could have he could have pulled the gun out and just said, hey, I'm going to shoot you if you don't back off. None of that happened. Zimmerman pulled out his gun and shot to kill. So that's the self-defense thing is out of the window. Like, if I threw you on the ground and your back is to me, I'm not in danger anymore. Actually, you're in danger. And Trayvon was in danger before his life was taken away. So that was just total bullshit to me. And secondly, everybody knows that all the rape victims who kill their rapists, who shoot their rapists some way or somehow or another, after the actual rape is done, not even just rape, there are so many women who can tell you, who are locked up today, who have said, you know, I killed the man who was beating my ass after he beat my ass. I killed the man who raped my ass after he raped my ass. I've done all this shit to this man after he committed this act of violence, this atrocity against me, but I'm still in jail serving time for it. So the fact that George Zimmerman, he just gets to walk free, the fact that he was able to smile in the courtroom after being found not guilty, when somebody's life is going that you taken away, it was just enough to make me feel sick to my stomach and enough to make me want to cry. It's just, like I said, when I think about it, it just goes back to all the black men who were just murdered back in the day for looking at a white person wrong or any stuff like that, and none of those men go on trial. And this pretty much is what happened, and people were saying that, you know, they thought something would be done, but I guess not. I guess they forgot that, you know, it's Florida. It's still the South. Like, nothing has changed in the South. And it's just, man, oh man, oh man. And I just feel so bad for Sabrina Fulton and Tracy Martin, Trayvon Martin's parents, because they had to go through all this shit. They had to celebrate. I'm not sure if his birthday passed, but they went through his birthday, his death day for just a whole year, hoping and praying that they would have some type of solace, hoping that they would be able to take solace in Zimmerman being locked up, and they can't even do that. Because regardless of what the verdict was, guilty or not guilty, they don't have a son anymore. They don't have Trayvon anymore. They don't have him. He's gone. He's never coming back, ever. They don't have him anymore. So they don't have anything to take solace in now, period. And it's just infuriating, it's frustrating, it's just, it doesn't make sense because regardless, he should serve some time because he killed somebody. It just, I don't even see, and then on top of that, and then a bitch tried to be slick by choosing not to be on the fucking stand. That's why it wasn't because if I killed you, if I did something and I'm telling you that I'm right and it's true, I'm going to go on that stand and tell you what the fuck it is. But he couldn't even do that because he knew there was nothing that he could tell. They would go on there and fry his ass. If they had Law and Order SVU's Assistant District Attorney Alexandra Cabot on that bitch, there would be no more trial. He would be found guilty, but they didn't. Like I said, they don't. Trayvon's not here anymore. Like, he just was killed. And that's just what it is. Point blank, period. And I just really feel sick to my stomach, and ignorant people are making me sick to my stomach. Well, you see those ignorant racist people saying that, you know, Trayvon got what he deserved. He's burning in hell and George Zimmerman is going to walk free. I mean, they're right to some extent. They're right about him walking free, but they're not right about Trayvon burning in hell. But just for them to be able to sell that bullshit they were saying, and like, yeah, they were right and we were wrong. Well, we weren't wrong. We were just hoping that we wouldn't be wrong, but our hope went nowhere. But I just can't believe it. It's just thinking about. I was actually creeped out not too long ago, like a couple of days ago, just thinking about it. Like, Trayvon died so casually. Because when I think about all the times that I went to the gas station or I walked to the corner store at night, back and forth from where I live to my destination at night, I could have easily been Trayvon. And now it makes me think twice about going outside at nighttime, going to a gas station to go get something that I desire, something that I crave. If I have a sweet tooth, I guess I'm just going to be in my house with the doors locked, bitch. Because I'm not trying to be like Trayvon. I'm not trying to have somebody Trayvon my ass. You know, it's crazy. It's crazy. And it's just, I feel as though he really died in vain, and I cannot be his parents right now. I just cannot be his parents right now. If they make it through this, they deserve a Nobel Peace Prize for making it through this, because this is just a big fucking shit.